Hello, my name is Gina. Just did my walking. And I feel all sticky and clammy. I live in Florida. I'm originally from New York. But I just came on to say, because this video thing is not me. I feel like past couple of days, I was compelled to make a video. And I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Just be you. Okay. Okay. I just want to tell somebody, and I even tell myself. I got to remind myself at times too. Everything always works out. Everything always works out. Despite what you see, despite what you're going through, it always works out. You have to trust the process. I've told myself that many of times. Many of times. You just gotta believe. Once you get past that believing, then you have to know. Then you go into the knowing phase. Like, I know now everything is gonna work out because it always does. It always does. Everything is unfolding perfectly right now. Right now. Behind the scenes, you go through things that you may have a hard time going through. I'm sorry, I'm at the park, so I got all of these flies and gnats around me. You go through things, and then it's like, no matter what you're going through, if you really think about it, everything that you've been through in your past, you've always gotten through it. And a lot of times, I'm sure, it was always better than what you anticipated. If you really think about it and be honest with yourself, it was always better than what you anticipated. And if it wasn't, you still got through it. So when you're going through hardships, when you're going through turmoil, don't dwell in that. Don't dwell in it at all. Just know that everything always works out. Everything is unfolding perfectly right now. Behind the scenes, you can't see it, because we are only able to see a certain amount of things we can only see. But you have to know that behind the scenes, it's all working out. And I'm just so glad that I've finally been able to come to that point, because there was times when I was going through my spiritual awakening and didn't know what was going on, didn't know who to talk to, or didn't have anyone to talk to. And I just did not know what to do. And I would sit in that depression for so long. I mean, at one point in time, I cried every single day for 3 years. 3 years I cried, morning, night, afternoon, go outside on my break at work, crying in the parking lot when I first get to work. I mean, I cried so much. I was all cried out. Then I got into church, and it helped me to an extent, because I grew up in the church. As I got older and was able to make my own decisions, I chose not to go anymore. But once I moved here to Florida, I got back into church. And I just couldn't understand at that point in time, why was I still going through this emotional turmoil? Like, my emotion, I felt like a yo-yo. Like, I'm up 1 minute, down one next minute, up 1 minute. It was like up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I just did not understand what I was going through. I thought going to church, getting closer to God, reading the Bible, and doing things within the church, I thought that was going to make me feel better. But it didn't. It wasn't until, and I hate to say it, especially for a lot of religious people, but it wasn't until I got out of the church and I became more, I don't know, I feel like I became closer to God. Like it was just me and him. And even just calling him a him, it just, that's me migrating him to this reality, and he's way above that. He is the all that be all. Like there's nothing higher than him. But I'm just saying him, just, you know, as in speaking. But once I became closer, I'm sorry, all of these gnats and flies. Once I became closer to him and I got to know who I was on the inside, like my true emotions, then I started feeling better. I still, I was feeling much better. I still was having moments of the up and down emotional turmoil, but that's because I had to figure out me. I had to figure out who I was. Because I truly did not know me. I thought I knew me, but I did not know me. I mean, and come on, I was molested when I was 8 to 10 years old. And that was so traumatizing to me that the doctor told me that it was so traumatizing to me that I blocked it out of my memory. It wasn't until I hit my 20s that flashes of that incident started coming back to me. And I'm like, I didn't know what was going on because it felt like I was going through it all over again. And as a matter of fact, not even all over again, it just felt like I was going through it for the first time because, like I said, when it was happening, it was blocked out of my memory. And I got through that. I dealt with that. I was able to speak to other people who was going through that and who dealt with that, and that made me feel better. But it was still something within me that I just was not happy. Like I did not feel good. Like it just didn't, I wasn't happy. Truly happy. But once my brother passed away in 2013, my sister passed away in 2023. I think once I had no choice but to be alone. I was left alone, like literally by myself. That's when I started to get to know me and start getting more in touch with me. And I'm so glad, even though my journey has been rough, but I'm so glad that I've gone through these steps and gone through this journey, because it feels like I'm working on myself from the root instead of starting on the branches. So it's like I'm getting to the root of the problem. And I feel so much better now about myself, within myself. I feel so much happier. But the thing is, before it used to be everything was nice on the outside. The physical part was nice, but inside I was a mess. But now it's like I'm good on the within. I'm good within, but on the outside, I'm not going to say it's a mess, but I have my moments at times because I'm not working at the moment. I was laid off. 2 days after I was laid off, my sister passed away. So I needed to take time from that, just to get myself mentally together. The good thing is that I had savings, so I was able to, live off my savings at the time. But once the savings started running low, then it was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I just kept going to God and kept my faith in God. And literally 7 months since December, I have not known how I was going to get my bills paid. But God, every month my bill was paid. My bills were paid. You talking about someone grateful? Don't ask me how they got paid, because half the time I don't even know. A lot of times my family was there to help me, which I am so grateful for. But other times it was like, things just started falling into place, and they got paid. And I'm just grateful for that. I'm just grateful for that. So I had to change my thinking. I had to give glory to the Most High for getting me through my times of darkness. And for whoever is going through that turmoil in their life, everything is going to work out. Please have faith. Please have faith. It's going to work out. You have to remember, just remind yourself all the things that you've been through that were rough, that were tough, that you didn't think you was going to make it, and you did. Think about those times. And better yet, don't even think about where you want to see yourself. That's what keeps me going too. I don't think about the turmoil that I'm currently in right now, not know how I'm going to do, how this going to get done, how this going to get paid. I don't think about that. I just see myself as I want to see myself, and things just start to fall into place. So I don't know who needed to hear this today, but everything is going to work out. And you have to know that you deserve it. You deserve the best. You are worthy of the best. And you are enough. I tell myself that every morning. Every morning. I trust. I am open. I allow. I deserve. I am worthy. I am enough. I am ready. I receive. It is done. It is done. It's done. And you have to know that. So please, speak positivity into your life. Think positivity into, I know, trust me, I know how hard it can be when you're going through turmoil and you're talking about somebody coming to you talking about speak positive. Like, what? I know how that's hard. I know how it can be. But if you don't think positive, you're just going to magnetize that turmoil continuously in your life. And that's what you don't want. That's why I've learned to, instead of think about what I'm going through, I think about how I see myself, how I want things to be. It's going to get better. It will get better. It is getting better. You just can't, everything is unfolding perfectly. for you right now. Everything is aligning for you perfectly for you right now. You just can't see it. But it's aligning for you perfectly. Believe in that. Believe in that, please. Like I said, I don't know who needed to hear this. Or maybe nobody needed to hear it. Maybe it was just for me, just to encourage myself. Because I was having a hard time this morning. Yesterday was the anniversary of my mother's passing. So every year this time, I get emotional. So maybe this was not for somebody else to hear. Maybe it was for me. But no matter what, I know what I deserve. I know what I'm worth. And I know things are going to get better. It can only get better. It's already better. Because I feel it within. I feel it. Have a good day.